Moon Card Mondays live blackout reading. The weather is a little bit too cold, so I will not be able to do any outdoor chores today. So I have time to do another live reading. Remember, these messages and readings are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So make sure you are consulting with the Most High, going within, trusting your very own intuition, wisdom, and guidance before you reach out to and or for divination. So I opened the chat. So if you pop in the chat and I do not say anything to you, it is because I am looking at the cards and I am focused. Towards the end of the reading, I will look up and give a shout out to anyone who has made a positive comment. I will not answer any comments to the HYHA. So very sorry. You will not receive any attention from me because you are desperate and thirsty. Oh, it rhymed. So the first kimMayfield Gnosticism T card that has come forth is the Anamnesis, Anamnesis card. The Greek meaning is recollection. It is recognizing that the soul is a spark of divine light, a portion of the pleroma that is currently enslaved by material existence, and the archons malevolent, who are the malevolent cosmic rulers. So this card is basically saying that amnesis is forgetting the divine spark that is within us. Okay, this is specifically speaking to the pneumatics, not the hylics and not the psychics. Okay, the three types of human beings are hylics, psychics, and pneumatics. Please watch other videos if you desire more information about that, or you can go to Google AI mode to do more research about that. So knowledge, which is key to spiritual liberation and the soul's eventual return to its divine source after death. This is what Gnosticism is, okay? This is what gaining gnosis, gaining salvation means, okay? It is acknowledging the divine spark within you, okay, which is key to spiritual liberation and is key to the soul's eventual return to its divine source after death, which is going back to the pleroma, where Master Messiah came from, here to the Kanoma to teach us how to return to the pleroma. All right, so it did come out reverse. So someone here does not know that they have the divine spark within them. Maybe they are considered a hylic. They are only focused on the material realm, okay? Possessing, acquiring material things rather than focusing on gaining gnosis, gaining salvation. So amnesia is forgetting, of course, we know that. Agnosis, Agnosis, is ignorance. Christianity, knowledge recovered is external and historical. Amnesia, forgetting, and agnosis, ignorance, is the direct personal experience of the divine. So you need to do more research, gain gnosis, okay? Am I a hylic? Am I only focused on the material realm and not walking my spiritual path, gaining gnosis so that I can return to the pleroma? Or am I a psychic, one who is only focused on religion? Even though organized religion has been infiltrated by demonic forces, even though Christianity had to become legalized for logical control of the parishioners, and many of the canons were removed from the original book so that we cannot remember or acknowledge the divine spark within us, the divinity within us. So the next card here is the Eye of the Needle. Narrow exit, weightless soul. So when we speak of the Eye of the Needle, it is not just someone with money, but someone who is heavy with attachment to the material illusion. So basically, it is, in my opinion, saying that if you are a hylic human being and you are only focused on the material illusion, you will not be able to enter into the pleroma, into the kingdom of heaven. The rich man, okay? It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. And what that means is, let's break it down. The needle is heaven. The eye of the needle is the pleroma, and the rich man is the material, okay? His money, his wealth. That scripture basically means that you cannot bring your wealth into heaven. This is why we have to gain gnosis. This is why it is futile to only focus on the material while we are here. You have to gain materials, a roof over your head, things that you need, food, furniture, things of that nature. But that should not be your only focus in life. You have to also be focused on remembering the divinity within you, connecting with that divine spark, and gaining gnosis, okay? How do I gain salvation to get back to the pleroma, okay? And those teachings were in the lost canons that were removed from the Bible. So we have the turning your nose up at the poor reversed. Realizing whatever you give, Master Messiah repays, not man. So someone here may be extremely focused on materialism, but they turn their nose up at the poor. Maybe they are being guided to remember or to know that Master Messiah repays you, not man. On the back of the card, we're in the book of Mishlei, Proverbs chapter 21, verse number 13. Verse number 13 reads as follows: whoever shuts his ears to the cry of the poor, let him also cry and not be heard. All right. So if you turn your nose up at the poor, sometime in the future, it is going to come back around that you will be crying and no one will hear your cry, okay? Because you turned your nose up at the poor in the past. All right, let's do one more Gnosticism T for me oracle card. We have the 3 Aramaic word card, and the third word, chad, C-H-A-D, is here, okay? It means one, a or single. It is not of counting, but of unity. The one that was before separation, the pre-existent one, the monad, the most high, okay? The one that underlies all apparent division, all right? Here in the Konoma, we don't feel like we are one, but we all are one. But we have been led to believe that we are all separate. But in essence, we are all one. So the 3 signs afterwards, okay? A, disidentification from the false self. When all 3 words are spoken, the archons disidentification from the false self, okay? When you speak this word chad, it disidentifies you from the false self. So spontaneous moments of peace will arrive without cause. You will be going about your day and suddenly notice that you feel calm. Mental interference has been reduced. So maybe someone is being guided to speak the word, this Aramaic word, chad, because it means unity. If you feel like you are separated or you don't feel oneness, you don't feel unity, this word chad will disidentify you from that false self. I hope this makes sense. So there will be a shift in how you will begin to experience your emotion. So before, maybe your emotions tended to be hijacked, okay, by the entire system, all right? Fear floods. anger takes over completely. So this is for someone who is experiencing fear and anger. Those are low vibrational frequencies that are food, Luce, louche, or louche for the archons to feed off of. You want to raise your vibration. So go ahead and Google this word cod. I know it's a little bit hard for to understand. If you can just Google it for yourself, not take my word for it, maybe you will gain even more clarity in how this can assist you in releasing fear, releasing anger, because that only allows you to be fed off of, okay, your frequency, that low vibrational frequency. So after you speak this word, your emotions will begin to move through you rather than possessing you. Maybe someone here is very emotional. Okay, maybe you've been told that you wear your heart on your sleeve. So you will feel your emotions fully, but you will no longer be lost in them. And this is a sign that one is assessing awareness from the level of the divine spark rather than from the level of the reactive mind. So the goal here is to access awareness from the level of the divine spark within you that gives you your divinity rather than from the level of the reactive mind, rather than your mind reacting to something, okay? So the last one is synchronicity. There will be events, people, information that will begin arriving at exactly the right moment. So things will start synchronizing in your life once you begin to speak this word cod, okay? This is called alignment. You will then be operating at the frequency of the monad. You will be in harmony with the deeper patterns of reality. Coincidence becomes coherent. So, this word cod is here for someone to use to raise their vibration, to allow them to release fear and anger so that they can experience unity here on earth rather than separation, okay, which is the false self, okay? You want to disidentify with the false self, which feels like it is separated, okay? You want to identify with unity, all right? Okay, so let's go to the kimMayfield runes speak. No, we'll do that later for divinations. The kimMayfield Tarot Oracle card deck. So, Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard that no archon can pass. Please speak to your children. The self-sacrifice card is here upright. Keywords and phrases include MURDER, RAPE, fighting back, bullying, and abuse. So maybe someone has felt like they have been sacrificed. Maybe they have had to fight back against being abused, being bullied, someone trying to take them out or grape them. So someone needs to take action again. Maybe speaking this word cod is the action that you need to take to overcome being challenged by others. Okay? Fight back by speaking this word, this Aramaic word, cod. Okay? This will help you stand up for yourself because you have quite a battle on your hands here. But once you overcome these challenges, you will be given wisdom, strength, and empathy to heal others. So see this as something that you have to go through so that you will be able to help others in the future understand how to overcome being bullied, okay? Being abused. This will be your testimony. All right? Let's go to the kimMayfield Dirty 30s Oracle card deck. Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard that no archon can pass. Hey there, Donovan Camp. Thank you for joining me. What messages would like to come forth here? We have the Divine Wealth card here upright. So Divine Wealth is right ahead here on your path. Okay, once you speak this Aramaic word "cod," okay? Once you stand up for yourself, have your testimony, and are able to help others, maybe this will bring divine wealth into your life. All right? Now, let's go to these spiritual symbols. Master Messiah, Divine Feminine, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard, who no archon can pass. What messages would like to come forth? We have the Keep On Going card here upright. It is saying to embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome these obstacles, okay? So, yes, you are having to fight back against being bullied, against being abused, against someone trying to take your life, but you have the tools that you need to be successful. And once you are successful, you will be attracting divine wealth into your life. So keep on going. The cauldron spiritual symbols card is here upright. Maybe you feel controlled by others. Keywords and phrases are feeling controlled by others, stirring the pot, illusions, selfish manipulation, loss of power. Maybe you feel like you are in some type of illusion, okay? Break that illusion by speaking this word COD, CHAD, okay? Someone may be stirring the pot. They may be using a cauldron on you to create a spell, to create some type of illusion over you so that they will be successful in bullying you, in abusing you. The Challenger spiritual symbols card is here upright. Keywords and phrases: disregards opinions and feelings of others, difficulty in following rules set by others, intimidating, confrontational, unmoving. So you are being guided to remain unmoving as you speak this word "cod," because these people that are trying to bully you and abuse you, they disregard the opinions and feelings of others. They have difficulty in following rules. Okay, they may be intimidating and confrontational. The remote control spiritual symbols card is here upright. Keywords and phrases: being totally controlled or subservient, pushing other people's buttons, mindless, too controlling, cliquish, narrow-minded. So this person or this group of people may be in some type of clique. They are narrow-minded. They are mindless and too controlling. They like to push other people's buttons, okay? They like to think that they are controlling people or that they are able to make people subservient to them. But speak the word "cod," okay? The Chef spiritual symbols card is here upright. Keywords and phrases: opinionated, compulsive, competitive, perfectionist, illogical, controlling, addict, obsessive workaholic, mad scientist, vain. So this clique, this group of people, they are addicts, okay? They have addictions, okay? They may only indulge in the surface pleasures of life. This could be a coven. This could be a cult where they indulge in sex, drugs, alcohol, the works of the flesh, orgies, okay, where diseases are passed around, where they use feces, urine, blood, okay, for its members, okay, filth, defilement, okay. These people are opinionated, right? They are controlling, they are competitive, and they are vain. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Gambler card reversed. Keywords and phrases: confident, thrill seeker, bold and daring, enjoys risk, calculating, cool and collected, lucky, lives life to the fullest, adventurous. So these people are seekers. They enjoy taking calculated risk. They think they are confident, cool and collected, and lucky. Okay. But you can break that lucky streak by speaking this Aramaic word "cod," okay, into your energy, because you refuse to be a sacrifice, okay? You are not going to lay down or be subservient to a group of ignorant people who bow down to the ignorant demiurge, okay? Yalda by oath, who claimed himself to be God, who was created out of the will of the Most High, okay? By Sophia, the Old Testament God. So why would you bow down or become subservient to a group of people whose God is ignorant, which means they are ignorant, and they want you to be subservient to their ignorance? Rebuke, bind, okay? Speak the word "cod" so that you can attract this divine wealth into your life in the future. Let's go to the physical features. Oracle card deck. Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guard that no archon can pass. What are some of the physical features? Resting BITCH face reversed. So you no longer are smiling at these people. Maybe they said something to you that didn't sit right with you. Maybe they did something that you did not take lightly or condone. So now you have a resting BITCH face towards them. You know, that look, I dare you to come in my face with your BS trying to make me your sacrifice. Okay? We have the pointed nose card here upright. So someone in this situation has a pointed nose. We have the hat card. Someone in this situation wears a hat. We have the straight hair card reversed. So someone here may have curly hair that they straighten on occasion, who is in this situation that you are no longer smiling at, and you have a resting BITCH face towards. Let's go to the What's Gossip Oracle card deck. Master Messiah, Sophia, Divine Feminine Guide that no archon can pass. Please speak to your children. The Photoshopped card is here upright. So these people, again, they are vain. This is clarifying the Chef card upright. These opinionated, compulsive, competitive, illogical addicts, okay, who are addicted to sex, orgies, works of the flesh, drugs, alcohol. They are vain. They Photoshop their photos. Okay, maybe because being in the kingdom of darkness or indulging in the works of flesh, living this lifestyle has taken a toll on their look. So they may Photoshop their photos to beyond recognition, okay, to unrealistic standards. But you don't have to do that, all right? The divine intervention card is here reversed. These people were expecting the Most High to come in and, I don't know, help them sacrifice you, save them from the consequences of trying to sacrifice you. The red flags card is here reversed because you knew these people were potential trouble. Again, there was something that made you have a resting BITCH face towards this person or to this group, this clique, okay, of addicts who are in the kingdom of darkness, all right, who may be using a cauldron, trying to stir the pot, control your life, create an illusion over your life. Okay, maybe these people wanted to grape you, RAPE you, okay? Bully you by doing that. So you knew there was potential trouble here with these people because you saw the warning signs and you did not ignore your intuition in the past. The inner child card is here reversed. You instead chose to reconnect with joy, all right? Go within, return to the innocence within you. Just because there are people out here in this clique who are not innocent, okay, who are subservient to the ignorant demons, to the ignorant demiurge, that doesn't mean that you are. Okay, so you chose to heal your childhood wounds, and now you are in this energy of playfulness, okay, of being restored in every area of your life. The breaking cycles card is at the bottom of the deck. It is reversed. So you ended these harmful patterns in the past. Maybe you were indulging in sin. I don't know, maybe you were fornicating like most of us do, okay, without thinking of the consequences. And maybe you decided to break this harmful pattern because it was leading to this group of addicts who are in the kingdom of darkness or this cult or coven desiring to RAPE you, MURDURU, okay, bully you, abuse you, okay, sacrifice you in some kind of way. But you have a new beginning here, okay? You have freedom from repetition. You're not going to repeat. Maybe you're breaking this generational curse, okay, by abstaining, by becoming celibate, okay, so that these people can't create an illusion or send someone in from their coven to love bomb you, to pretend like they're interested in getting to know you, pretend like they want to date you, okay? All the while they have been sent by this coven, all right, this group of vain addicts, okay, to, I don't know, give you something, an illness to contract, okay, via forcing intimacy on you. So now it is best for you to abstain, okay, be celibate, and speak the word God so that you can attract this divine wealth. All right, let's go to the kimMayfield Rune Speak Oracle card deck to receive some divinations. Okay, so what will be on the road ahead for you if you were to entertain this vain group of addicts? And what will be on the path ahead if you continue to remain celibate, abstain, and speak the word God? So the Rune Speak card, Hagalas, has come forth with the theme Hell, HAIL. Keywords and phrases include catastrophe, crisis, radical change, acceptance, surrender, opportunity, hellstone, disruption, severe weather, unavoidable unpleasantness. So if you were to entertain these kingdom of darkness clique, these people who are bowing down to demons, to the ignorant demiurge, you will experience catastrophe in your life, a crisis, disruption. All right. The quote associated with this card is, don't try to fix what we should break before it breaks us. So I don't know, maybe this quote is saying that maybe someone from this group is going to come to you and maybe apologize and ask you for help and for healing, maybe, ask you to fix them. But this card is saying, don't try to fix what we should break before it breaks us. You can't fix these people. Okay? They are bowing down to the ignorant demiurge, who are malevolent beings, all right, who does not love them, who only has hate for them, okay? Their future is bleak. Their future is of doom, and they want you to have this future as well. So if you continue to keep your resting BITCH face towards this group, don't allow them into your energy. Just go ahead and abstain now, be celibate, because you don't know who sent whoever is coming towards you. You can't be 100% sure. So just to be safe, abstain, be celibate. Do not put yourself in the company of the opposite sex at this time, okay? Divinations include changes for the long-term good and corrections or loss of property, catastrophe, and obsession with the past. So if you allow these people to come in, apologize, act like they want you to help them heal and fix them, you are going to experience loss of property, catastrophe, and obsession with the past. But if you can continue to remain celibate, abstain, okay, focus on attracting this divine wealth, speak the word God, all right, Google it, okay, make sure you understand how to use it to protect yourself so that you can teach others in the future how to get rid of archonic influences in your life, okay, demonic influences in the form of a clique of addicts, okay, who bow down to the ignorant demiurge, all right? So if you can continue on this narrow path, you will experience changes for the long-term good in the future and corrections, okay? These people will be removed from your path. All right, I'm going to end this live reading here. Remember, Master Messiah, he loves you most of all. He doesn't want to see any hurt, harm, or danger come to you. So do your best to live as sin-free of a life as you possibly can, because again, fornication is one of the avenues that the kingdom of darkness can enter into your life, okay? Via a person sent to love bomb you, sent to RAPEU, sent to take you out, sacrifice you. Okay, that is an avenue, that is an open door. Close that door. Close it today. All right? Because Master Messiah, he wants you to receive this divine wealth. He wants you to receive these miracles, the abundance, okay? Everything that you have been dedicated and designed to receive, he wants you to receive it. So don't forsake that. Don't lose this blessing, these gifts, because of fornication, because of a weakness to a group of people who are only looking to corrupt you, to defile you, to abuse you, to bully you. All right? I will be back soon with another live in Master Messiah's name. Thank you all for joining me, Donovan, Lauren. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your day. Selah.